Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another Spirit Pick Me Up reading. But before I even begin the reading, I just want to give a thank you to you who's watching. I know I do this periodically whenever I feel this overwhelming of a thank you, but I know I thanked you because you know that this channel and everything on it would not be here without you, quite literally. I say that all the time because I just would not have felt the support and I would have shut down the channel. But what also became really evident to me when I shared the free spirit cards, you know, the love and support and everything, I couldn't understand all the feelings that it was bringing up. And it goes back to thanking you because I don't know if you're aware, I say it to individuals individually, but to those who are watching this video, I thank you because I don't know if you know or not, but it's like nobody I'm not surrounded, my family, my friends are not interested in anything that I post here, my readings, my cards. They, most of them don't even know what I do, the channel. They don't know that I created the cards. I know years ago I tried to show my very first deck and it was like shut down. It's something I've experienced over and over in my life, like who's open to it, who's not. And we've shared that a lot on the channel as well, that your immediate surroundings, there could be a lot of people. I always say it would be easier if I sang and danced, right? You would have people applauding you and supporting you. You have easier support. You have better support. And so, yeah, I mean, like the cards that you see, none of my family or friends or those in my life that I truly love around me have seen the cards, readings or anything. So when you're giving me love and support, it's something I've actually never experienced, right? And so that was just brought home to me yesterday. Like another wave of that. It's like it's something I'm not even used to, that in the physical, what we talk about all the time, your love and support comes direct, kind of, something will come in your life, you get messages, you get a wave of support, confirmation, signs, symbols, synchronicities to keep you going, but like I was explaining to someone else privately, that's still a lone experience, right? So there's something about knowing, and though we may not talk all the time, I'm not posting all the time, you're not commenting all the time, you exist, and I know you exist. And there's something about that we now have through this channel, that even if you're not on it, you still know that there's love and support for you, like what you're really all about, what you feel really strongly about, what you're connected to, what you're experiencing. There's something about that is just, I really thank you so much. And you'll see on my website the special note I had said when I added that I really thank you because, and I put flowers and a heart there because we planted it together, everything that's on this channel, even these cards creating, like you helped me do that. I mean, if I created the first deck and you didn't appear on this channel, I would not have continued with making other ones and sharing them, or, it would be a handful of videos and I would have been run right off. Like I had said before, I'm not a fan of social media. That's why I'm only on YouTube, because there's a level of control. Like I'm very sensitive to energies. There's some things I'm not built for, like I learned the hard way. And so just throwing a video on YouTube and somehow people finding the videos, and like I said, all like-minded, like-hearted, like energy. And I don't even minimize like what I'm saying. Like I'm freely posting and you meet me right where I'm at. And we are all on the same page. Like all that to me is priceless. And so when I say thank you, it's not just, oh, thank you for buying my deck. I mean, I don't care if you buy my deck or not, or my reading, you watch some readings, not the others, you appreciate whatever. But what I'm saying is there's a level of just us knowing that we all have this love and support for each other off the channel, even just energetically in a sense. Like you're over there, you could be across the world, but it's like, I know what you're about. I know what you're going through. I know what it takes to be positive and of light and doing your best and trying to make things better and not caving and not, there's something about us supporting each other to be stronger and to keep carrying on the way we are and stay in that higher vibration no matter what's going on. In fact, I kept on getting zen for the last couple of weeks. Like no matter what's going on, retain your zen. But that's much easier done when you feel like you have a posse of support around you that's, you're feeling the energy. Everybody is we're all of the same ingredients. Divine ingredients is what I always get. And so we are feeling things on the level that, you may have felt like you were the only one feeling that, or knowing that, or getting that. And there's something really priceless about that. But it was brought home to me like a wave the other day, when I started sharing my decks and the response. And I was like, this is so alien to me. And it brought up a lot of things of why that it's unfortunate that it is, right? In a sense that I remember some places I used to work for, when I tried to elements of this bring into some capacity of work, there was no place for it. There's no place for it, right? So eventually it led me to just create what you're watching now, the Free Spirit channel, because there literally was no place for it. And so isn't that strange, but now there's a place for it. And yes, I'm sharing all these things, but what I'm thanking you for is your comments. Every time I need, I also find it, as much as you thank me, say, for something I post, your comment of love, support, your comments, and just not knowing you exist is a level of love and support. And so I thank you so much. And quite literally, none of this would be here without that. Like, quite literally, your energy was used, and that's just miraculous to me. Because, going back to the YouTube, that I'm only on YouTube, I was like, yes, I've been on Facebook for a hot minute. I've been on other social medias for a hot minute, but I was like run off in a sense. Like, the energy was not welcoming. There was no spot for me. It was too energetically felt. I couldn't. And we made the perfect soil. And I'm just so thankful. But I'm more thankful. I know I'm babbling a little bit because it's hard to put into words. But imagine if you create something, and your whole life, like, nobody around you in your immediate environment has absolutely no interest, really. And then here you show up and you do. And there's something I can't put my finger on, but it's very priceless to know that. And whether we're on the channel, off the channel, to know that. So I thank you. I thank you for everything I just babbled about. I thank you for every comment, but I really thank you for your love and support. And I just really do. So I wanted to start it with that. So this is the Spirit Pick Me Up reading, but thank you so much. I hope you got everything I was saying. It's very hard to put into words, but it was such a feeling of that. I mean, can you imagine if you create something or do something you're very passionate about, but there's no one in your physical to share in the least bit that, because every time you try, there's really no interest, so you're not going to push it. And I had said to someone else recently, it's like, yeah, then I get a wave of support. Okay, look over here, do this, but that's still very an isolating, alone experience, right? So I've never had it back from like you who's watching. We're actually sharing it, that's priceless. That's like, I have no words. So I thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very, 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 very much. And I just want you to know that. So, all right, so we're going to tap into the natural oracle for life or messages for the journey, or mind, body, spirit. We're going to tap into real divine self-care, what we can do. We're going to tap into our divine power, what's our divine power being used for or should be used for. We're going to tap into real divine abundance to stay connected to real divine abundance in all forms. We're going to tap into the divine spirit deck for the direct guidance from loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, angels and archangels, for what just came out to sum it up, like what's the best guidance. And we're going to end it, of course, with pure love from spirit. And I just, look, I grabbed so much there. I just feel like a wave of love and support. But for the first time, I think that's what it was bringing home. For the first time in my life, not only do I have pure love from spirit, but I felt like, pure love for each other here on the channel in the physical, which I never really relied on or felt. So that's the wave that I was getting. That's what I'm thanking you for. Like, I always relied on spirit, and it was like, oh, but look, now you have it here too. And it was something I never felt before. And you might feel that too, because we go through our life and it's like, yes, you have relationships and you have people around you that you love and care for you, but on what we're sharing on the channel, they're not there. And so you can't share that. And so that's what I meant. I have pure love for you guys. I really thank you for that love and support on that level. But I always relied on this, and I never had it here. And I was explaining to someone that's still, this is fabulous, but it's still a very lone experience, right? Like if you're going through something and then spirit comes in with a sign, symbol, message for you, it feeds you, yes. But that's still a lone experience of that support. But to be able to share that on this channel or through the cards and then you respond, that's something I never had. And believe me, I've tried for many, many years, but it's like you go one step, and people are like, oh, hell no, that's crazy, or like, mocking you or minimizing what you're doing. And I mean, it's all, and it's sad. It's also heartbreaking because it's like love and spirit, right? So you're kind of like, oh my gosh. But that's what I really, if that was a better summation of what I'm really thanking you for on so many multi-levels. All right, so let's get into the reading now that I said that, but I had to get it out because that's all I've been feeling. Another wave. I get pings of that over and over again doing this channel, but then I got a huge wave of that after, I posted about the free spirit cards. I just was like, what am I feeling? I'm feeling all these emotions. Just for the ability of being able to share, share what I, yeah. All right, so let's get into it. So the Natural Oracle for life, the messages for the journey, what they want us to bring forth that would help us the most, keeping our minds and hearts for the journey, and they know better than I everything. So let's see what they want to say. Let's just go in completely open and see what they, right away. So, gosh. Okay. First two cards. I just want to turn over those first two cards. Those first two cards have importance. I just want to put these here. Okay. First two cards have importance. Oh, gosh. Coming out so bizarrely. Oh, yeah. Celebration time. Good things coming in here. Yeah. So let's see what they want to say. Clouds are parting now. This is what they said. Clouds are parting now, and a simmering down of emotions, anger, frustrations. We have reflect and we have celebration time. So remember when I said about Zen, be Zen no matter what's going on? Basically what they're saying. But they want you to know that the clouds are parting now. The sun is finally breaking through the clouds now, and a difficult time has ended and moved on. So you're going to feel that things are getting lighter, or obstacles or problems. Clouds are parting now. And they are also saying it's simmering anger. So let any anger simmer down with the sun each day. You may even feel differently tomorrow in the light of a new day. This reminds me of being Zen. The difficult times are ending. You could feel a simmering down of your anger or frustrations about things, and they're really guiding you to reflect. It also reminds me of the High Priestess card we've been getting a lot. You could be getting a lot of insight when you're taking time to be, like I said, Zen, calm, reflect. The message here, it's time to get lost and found in some reflections right now. So let your mind and body go as limp as the tree and your thoughts as calm as the water. Lose and find things in reflection. So it's a time where we're getting past the difficulties, obstacles. The clouds are parting and the sun is coming through. It's getting through all the anger, frustration, everything else, more calm, relax, let go, and you're getting a lot of insight from reflections, and they're saying they're celebrating that, and you should take some time to celebrate that as well. So right now it's time to celebrate, feel abundant and joy coming in, especially after these clouds are parting, simmering of anger, time to reflect on everything and feel abundance and joy coming in. It's time to sparkle and shine and have some much deserved fun. So you might be really lightening up at this time, taking a lot of time to reflect of everything that's happened, but could feel a simmering down of your emotions, whether that was anger, frustration, anything else. Time to reflect on things, time to really get lost and found, and you're going to feel abundance and joy coming in. So we're going to get the Real Divine Self-Care, definitely getting past difficulties, and abundance and joy coming in. And this part about being Zen, like letting go of anger, frustration, and really incorporating more times to reflect and everything. Yeah, here we go. After the clouds are parting now, the message they want to bring forth is create the life you want by the power of your decisions of what to say no to and yes to. So going forward, that might be part of the reflection. Like after the clouds part, you're moving forward now for more abundance and joy. Reflect on how you can create the life you want by the power of your decisions of what to say no to and yes to as you go forward. That's what they're saying, because it came right here. So now that you're moving forward now, creating the life you want, they want you to really reflect. It's all with the power of your decisions. What are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to? So That's what they're instilling as you go forward. So let's get your divine power, because you have the divine power to create the life you want by the power of your decisions now that you're moving forward here. So let's see what your power is being used for, or how you can utilize your power to create the life you want here. I love the clouds are parting, difficult times are ending and moved on. Reflect, because I think they're going to give you a lot of information when you reflect how you're creating the life you want by your divine power here. They're going to give you a lot. Oh, wow, yes. You can't make this up. How much is coming out? Whoa, whoa. Yes, okay, so we have a lot coming out. The one that turned over was you have divine power to get it done. So you're in the mode past the difficulties, moving on now for more abundance and joy. You have the divine power to get it done. That is what they're granting you at this time. They're kind of celebrating that. You have the divine power to get it done. You have the divine power to know what you really feel. They're bringing you back to that. Past the difficulties, past through everything that was kicked up because of the difficulties. You're now relaxing. You're now letting it go. You're now getting back in touch with what you really feel like. And they are actually helping you with creating the life you want. Get back to what you really feel and get it done. Because they're helping you to create the life you want, to bring in more abundance and joy. So know what you really feel. That's your intelligence. They're going to have you reflect on this. Get back to this. You know, when you're kicked up in anger, disappointment, everything, that the difficulties, you're coming back down. You're going to tap into what you really feel and get it done here, creating the life you really want. You have the divine power to reboot and recharge. Yeah, they keep on coming back to this. It's that, being Zen. You know when you need to reboot and recharge and create the life you want. Tap into what you really feel. You have the divine power to power on with now. Recharge. When they reach, you can't make this up. So those times of reflection, we've been getting that a lot, like the high priestess energy, taking those moments to reflect, come back down to what you really feel, get it done. They're saying when you reboot and recharge, you then garner the power to power on with. So it's going to be really important. It's going to be like really, really important. I keep picturing the high priestess. You have divine power to make it better for you and others, and that's what you're being used for at this time. Yes, create the life you want and make it better for you and others. So that's what your divine power is being used for. Your divine power to make it better and create the life you want. So you're going to have to take a lot of breaks now that we're going past the difficulties. Take time to reflect, because they're going to give you the power to understand what you really feel, what are the proper choices. Whenever you need to reboot, recharge, they're giving you the divine power to power on with now and get it done. To bring in more abundance and joy, they're saying that's what's coming in, but they're giving you the divine power to, no matter what, kind of be in this state, like let the difficulties and the anger, frustration go and reboot, recharge, know what you really feel and get it done. You're creating the life you want by the power of your decisions. What are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to? You're using your divine power to make it better for you and others. That's what it's being used for right now. So let's tap into real divine abundance as you're creating and you're celebrating that more abundance and joy is coming in, because you're using your divine power to do that, creating the life you want by the power of your decisions. What are you saying yes to? What are you saying no to? You're going to take a lot more time to reflect. Just like I said, counteractive of the world. Instead of the noise crazy, it's more Zen. So you're in touch with this. You're rebooted. You're recharged. You're getting things done. You know how you really feel. You're aligned to that. You're making it better for yourself and others. That's what you're being used for. So let's see. Ooh, out for real divine abundance. To stay in touch with real divine abundance. Let's see what we're getting. 2 cards out of 88. Yeah, know wholeheartedly you deserve real divine abundance. They're getting you back to that. You deserve it, because your divine power is being used to make it better for yourself and others. So they're keeping you aligned with more abundance. That's what they're doing at this time. They are. So whenever you feel not, take those moments of reflection, because they're going to help you reboot, recharge, get clear about how you're creating your life. What are the choices, decisions? They're giving you the divine power to power on with now. Know how you really feel, face things head on, get it done. You're making things better. So they're keeping you aligned. You deserve this. You would deserve more abundance and joy coming in. Know wholeheartedly. They always gave me that word, wholeheartedly. When you know that there's no room for anything else, they're your source. Know wholeheartedly you deserve that. They're bringing more abundance and joy. Yes, there are no limits on what you can manifest and create. This is what they're bringing home. Create the life you want by the power of your decisions. What are you saying yes or no to? you're going to get that information when you're reflecting. They're even going to have you reboot, recharge when necessary to be aligned with how you really feel, get things done. They're giving you the divine power to power on with now. You're being used to make it better. That's been a repeating message, bringing more abundance and joy. But this is it in a sentence to sum it up. Create the life you want by the power of your decisions. By your power, you're creating the life you want. So know wholeheartedly you deserve real divine abundance, and there's no limits. Here it is. There's no limits. So they're celebrating. There are no limits here on what you can manifest and create. More abundance and joy are coming in. You're going to feel like you have divine partners with this. That's been a repeating message. I'm going to put this right here. They're going to make you feel that as you reflect. They're keeping you rooted and tapped into that. They just are, because that's where you're getting your divine power, and that's where you're getting this over what you're receiving here, that you're creating the life you want. You're making things better for yourself and others. You deserve real divine abundance. There are no limits. There are no limits. This is here. There's no limits because you have divine power to power on with now. So they're helping you to bring in more abundance and joy that you deserve, and there are no limits on what you can manifest and create. They're helping you to create the life you want by the power of your decisions. So you're going to get that knowledge when you're reflecting, kind of that high priestess power. So whenever you need to reboot, recharge, you need to connect with how you really feel in order to get things done, tap into divine power. But you are making things better for yourself and others. You deserve more abundance and joy. There are no limits on what you can manifest and create because they're giving you the divine power to do so. That's what they're saying. So it's getting you past the difficulties, getting past the kicked up feelings. It's moving you forward to more abundance and joy. And how can you create that? And you're going to get that knowledge. You're going to get the power and the knowledge when you're reflecting, and even your energy boosts to reboot and recharge for it as well. But you deserve real divine abundance, and there are no limits on what you can manifest and create right now. They're telling you you can create the life you want by the power of your decisions. So, and they're giving you that divine power to do that. I can't even. Okay, so let's end it with divine spirit messages to bring this all home with the direct guidance. So, yeah, creating the life with no, I mean, you deserve real divine abundance. Creating the life you want by your divine power here. There are no limits on what you can manifest and create. So they're really supporting what you're creating and manifesting. Remember, we had that spirit message tip about the high priestess and the magician. You know, the magician's all about manifesting and creating. That's what they're supporting. Yeah, you are so divinely loved right now. You are so divinely loved right now. Everything that I was saying in the beginning, that love and support that you're going to feel as you're manifesting and creating, they're going to help you reboot, recharge, stay powered up, to know what you really feel, have the divine, they're giving you the divine power to get things done and make things better for yourself and others. They just are. And they want you to know that you are so divinely loved right now as you're doing this. You're so divinely loved, and know you are supported in this moment. Yeah, just what I was saying in the beginning, you're going to feel this as you're creating and manifesting, creating the life you want now, going forward past the difficulties and everything. You're going to feel this level of support in this moment. You are so loved right now. Whenever you need to feel that, you go within, connect with them. That's the reflect, to let go of everything else and tap. And you know how like the roots of a tree, see the water in here, the roots of the tree, that's where you're getting fed this, you're divinely loved and you're supported, that the love and support, to be fed that divine energy and feel rebooted and recharged as you're creating your life now going forward, that you deserve real divine abundance, and there's no limits here. So whenever you need, you tap in, and they're giving you the divine power to get it done, and to make things better for yourself and others at this time. So that's what they're feeding you at this time. All right, so let's end it with pure love from spirit. But you are so divinely loved right now, and know you are supported in this moment. They are supporting that there's no limits on what you can manifest and create, and you're bringing more abundance and joy in. You're creating the life you want right now. So let's get the pure love from spirit. Ooh, wow. We will help to remove that situation. So going back to the clouds are finally parted now and everything else, or anything that you're facing, obstacles, difficulties, we will help remove that situation. I feel like it's part of the clouds. Anything that's greater than you that might have been picking your emotions up there, or removing that situation, they're going to help remove that situation. They want you to know that. or remove things that were in your way of more abundance and joy coming in. They're helping to remove. We want you to know that we are safe and happy. If you're reflecting on those that are passed on at this time, they want you to know that we are safe and happy. I'm flashing on a couple of people. They want you to know, if you've been thinking about loved ones passed on, they're saying they're safe and happy. They're helping to remove that situation. If there anything that was like part of your clouds, they're helping to remove that situation is what they're saying. That's, we are around you. Yeah. Oh my God, I have chills. Okay, so what they're saying is we are around you. What I was saying about loved ones passed on, the importance of whatever flashed on your mind when they said we are safe and happy. Whoever came to your mind that's passed on, they want you to know we are around you. I had very interesting things happen. The day that I set those free spirit cards free, I actually was thinking of my grandmother, right? My grandmother passed on. She was the one that was always in my corner. She made me feel like I could do anything in this world, right? She's no longer here. I lost her a long time ago. And when I released the cards, I said, well, I know that she would support me and everything else. And would you know, something came in the mail that day that said, remember, and you remember I did the Remember You deck, but the words were remember, and it was her name. I guess on it was the anniversary of when she was buried or something. It was something from the funeral place. But the words remember and her name came on the day when I was thinking of her. What I'm saying is you're going to get, and so I knew it was like she was showing her support. That's what I got. You can read and feel whatever you want, but that's what I felt like. She was making her, like giving an exclamation mark to me. Yes, she sees, she knows, she supports me just as she would if she was physically here. And I was just fed anyway. But what I'm saying is you're going to get signs and symbols just like that, where I can hardly explain it to you, but what that fed me in the moment. You're going to have things appear. Now, it could be whatever. It could be anything. Spirit uses anything that they're going to feel like they're around, right? And so that is going to be communicating that you are so divinely loved right now and know you are supported in this moment. And there's something about support. Now, just what I was babbling in the beginning about the level of support that you get from spirit, that you'll get spirit signs, synchronicities, everything else to communicate these two cards, that you are so divinely loved right now and know you are supported in this moment. And what I was gushing about in the beginning was this comes through all the time, right? But then to find it through others, what I was thanking you for, I feel like we do that for each other too, by what we communicate here, but which I never experienced before. But what I'm saying here is the usual. They will come in. They want you to know they're safe and happy if you've been worried or thinking about them, but that they are very much around you. And this is what they're going to be bringing forth as you're going forward and creating your life, that they're working with you to know wholeheartedly you deserve real divine abundance. You deserve more joy and abundance, right? Here it is. It's more abundance and joy coming in, that somehow working with you on the beginning, that you're supported from them, your love from them, that this is coming in and helping you to create that. So things that were in your path or your clouds, they're helping to remove, and they want you to create the life you want. They're powering you up to do so. And when you need to feel tapped in or connected to them, you reflect, you let go of the earthly, like this stuff, and you tap into them to reboot, recharge, to connect to them, to know what you wholeheartedly deserve, that you're divinely loved and supported for this, because they're helping you to create the life you want. And they're keeping you on that track and tapped into them so that you do bring in more abundance and joy. You can't make this up. We will help you over the obstacles. Exactly. We will help remove that situation and help you over the obstacles, the so-called clouds. They want you to know that. They're hoping to remove those obstacles, that you deserve more abundance and joy. You're creating the life you want. They're keeping you tapped into them and also more supported in power when you need it to get it done, literally to get it done. I mean, that's coming from divine, like I say, divine partners. But why? Because you have the divine power to make it better for you and others. So they're keeping you in that way. This is going to be so important, almost like your soil. And I think that's why you're going to get an amplification of feeling that. whenever you need, while you're going, reflecting to feel that, whatever that does for you, that keeps you tapped into this, like your like fertilized soil for you to keep going in your power to create more abundance and joy and create the life you want. Being very much in tapped with what you really feel. Like they said, tap to your own heart, what you really feel, divine power to go forward on and get it done. So they are very much around you. They're helping you over obstacles and remove certain situations. And know that you're loved, divinely loved and supported as you're creating more of what you want in your life, bringing more abundance and joy in. So I wish you the best. That's the messages that wanted to come through. Thank you, thank you. And again, thank you. Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank them. And I thank you. And I am so thankful I have you to thank, right? Because we always have this, but then it's like, I have you guys. Thank you so. And thank them very much, because they are helping us to remove certain situations, help over obstacles, to feel divinely loved and supported. They are around. You're going to get tons of messages, synchronicities, things coming in that are communicating that as you're going forward for more abundance and joy and creating the life you want and making it better for yourself and others. So thank you, and thank them. Take care. Bye-bye.